Good morning to all. Today we will learn about the story of the earth. Do you know how many movements are there? There are two movements are there. First one, rotation. Another one, revolution. Let us know about rotation of the earth. Look at here. Suppose if the earth stop its rotation, what would happen? Understood now? If the earth does not rotate, what would happen? Just imagine that. Yes, it is. The half portion of the earth facing the sun would always experience a day. Understood? Other half portion would always experience night. One side completely daytime, continuous daytime. Another portion continuously night time, means there is no sunshine. Finally, this results extreme conditions there. Extreme conditions means whether it is cold or whether it is hot. See here, that means half of the earth is very hot and half of the earth is very cold. At the same time, some other extreme conditions, human beings and living beings would not exist on the earth. Understood? You see this picture? Rotation means rotation is the movement of earth on its own axis with the speed of 1670 kilometers or roughly 1000 miles per hour. Another meaning, another way, 460 meters per second. Understood? How it rotates? Earth rotates from directions, from west to east. You observed in this video. Understand? The earth takes 24 hours to complete one rotation. This period is known as the earth day or 1 day. 1 day means 24 hours. We can notice that the axis of the earth through which earth rotates is not a straight line. Not in the straight line. What is the angle of that axis? This axis of the earth makes an angle of 66.5 degrees with its orbital plane. You can observe here picture. Orbital plane is the plane formed by the orbit of the earth. Understood? What was the result of rotation? Rotation of the earth causes day and night. Okay? You can see this. What is the main source of the light for the earth? Yes, sun. Sun is the main source of light for the earth only. Due to the nearly spherical shape of the earth, only half of the earth gets light from the sun at a time. So that is called day. Understand? This portion of the earth experiences daylight, and another portion you can see here. At the same time, other portion of the earth does not get light. At the same time, the other half of the portion of the earth does not get light and experiences night only. Next, the circle that divides day from night. The circle that divides day from night on the earth is called circle of illumination. Very important. The circle of illumination changes continuously due to the rotation of the earth, and the day and night time keeps changing. Okay, you will learn about curvature of the earth. You already studied impact of the spherical shape of the earth due to the seasons, how this causes different distribution of heat over the earth's surface. If you observe that how the region around the equator becomes warmer than those near the poles, we see equator place. Equator means it is in the center. You can observe that in the equator the temperature is more when compared to the other regions because of curvature. Sun rays fall straightly, means in that 90 degrees angle. That's why temperature is more in the equatorial region. Okay, now Earth's rotation on its axis. How the Earth rotates? Earth rotates around just like a top spins. Do you observe that? Actually, Earth rotates from west to east. Understand? You can see that one imaginary line there which connect from North Pole to South Pole. It is called as axis. Based on the axis, Earth rotates from west to east with the speed of 1660 kilometers speed. You can't see that because of along with the earth rotation and revolution surrounding the atmosphere also rotating, and also the gravitational force of the earth. These are all. How much time to complete one rotation of the earth? 1 day. It's called as 24 hours. Understand it is. Next topic, Earth's tilt and revolution around the sun. Earth revolves round the sun while rotating round its own axis. It spins like a top and at the same time keeps moving forward around the sun. The motion of the earth around the sun is called revolution. Each revolution takes about 365 days and 5.56 hours. Understand, it is 5.56 hours means nearly 6 hours. You can observe that every 4 years, once in 4 years, leap year comes. Understand? Leap year comes in every 4 years. Because in that leap year, 366 days are there. How it is one day added? You see this extra, this is 5.56 hours. So finally they are adding in that 6 into 4, 24 hours. 24 hours means one day. So that one day added in that leap year only. In the leap year, February month added one day. That is 29 days in leap year. We see that 365 days and 5.56 hours. This is the length of the year on the earth. What do we mean by inclined axis? The earth goes around the sun on a regular path. It is called as orbit. You can observe in this picture. On a level plane in open space, this is called orbital plane. The Earth's axis of rotation, we can observe here. The Earth axis of rotation does not stand vertically or vertical. Vertical means 90 degrees angle. Not in that on this plane, but it is tilted on it so as to form a 66.5 degrees angle. Means 66.5 degrees angle. In other words, it is tilted by 23.5 degrees or otherwise 23.5 degrees. This is angle only. Why? Because 90 degrees minus 66.5, you will get 23.5 degrees. Understand this? To understand this idea, look at this picture. Earth revolves around the sun. Earth's axis remains tilted in the same direction throughout the year. It keeps pointing to the pole star, which can be seen in the always in northern sky in the night. This is called polarity of axis. In ancient times, most of the navigators used this polarity of the axis only. Means pole star. Understand it is? You can observe clearly changing the directions in this picture. If you see in this picture, you can observe in which days are day and nights are equal. March 21st and September 23. March 21st, the northern hemisphere, and September 23 in the southern hemisphere. These 2 days, day and nights are equal. That's why these 2 days are called as equinoxes only. What are that? Equinoxes. Do you know that June 21st and December 22nd, that which one is longest and shortest day? We can observe. Longest day June 21st is known as longest day appears, means daytime is more in the time. In December 22nd, shortest day we can observe that, because daytime is less and night time is more. Understood here? You can observe in this picture June 21st, sun rays falls on the Tropic of Cancer. June 21st, sun rays falls on the Tropic of Cancer. Similarly, which day sun rays falls on the Tropic of Capricorn? December 22nd. December 22nd. And similarly, sun rays falls on the equator in which day? March 21st and September 23. Understand it is? Do you know how many temperature belts on the Earth's surface? There are 3 zones are there. 3 temperature zones are there. It is also called as climatic zones or climate zones. How they are dividing? Based on the latitude lines. 3 climatic zones are there: tropical zone, temperate zone, polar zone. Understand? So what is known as tropical zone? Tropical zone lies between the Tropic of Cancer and Tropic of Capricorn. Understand? In that temperature, very hot temperature in this tropical zone, or it is also called as torrid zone. Exactly, South India lies in tropical zone. Our Andhra Pradesh, Telangana also belong to this tropical zone only. That's why temperatures are more when compared to other states. Similarly, India, North India belong to that temperate zone, located in temperate zone. Now, temperate zone. Temperate zone, 2 kinds. One is North temperate zone and South temperate zone. North temperate zone lies in Arctic Circle and Tropic of Cancer, and South temperate zone lies in Antarctica Circle and Tropic of Capricorn. Okay, so how it is the temperature? In temperate zone, already we discussed that our North India lies in temperate zone only. Temperate means the climate conditions are average, means not cold and not warm conditions. Understand it is mostly in that north portions of this region gets snowfall. Understand it is? Next one, polar zones. Polar zones also called as freeze zones. Understand? Here also north polar zone and south polar zone there. Near to North Pole, the Arctic Circle is called North Polar Zone. Similarly, in that Antarctic Circle and South Pole, in between that South Polar Zone. So what kind of climate conditions there? Severe climate conditions here means cold climate conditions are appear in this region due to sunrise falls slantingly. 6 months daytime, 6 months night time. How it is? Yes, it is possible only in the pole, North Pole and South Pole regions or polar zones, because sunrise falls slantingly. Understand? 6 months daytime means not very hot, the sunshine is not very hot, the sun is on the horizon line. Horizon means where the earth appears to meet the sky. The place is called horizon or horizon line. Understand? Similarly, very cold climate conditions are appear in this region only. Remaining winter season, only 2 seasons. Summer means sunshine appears at the time, it's called summer season. Sun does not appear completely 6 months, it is called winter season. Understand? So during that winter season means in that 6 months completely freezing cold entire in that ocean, Arctic Ocean, Antarctic Ocean also frozen in that throughout the year only. But if you observe that Antarctic and Arctic oceans, which ocean is remains frozen throughout the year? Very important. It is Arctic Ocean only, because that cold, that soil becomes frozen like a hard rock and roots of the trees can't penetrate them, so the trees just can't grow in this region. When the sun appears for the 6 months, the snow melts and part of that sea too melts, and rivers also flow and water flowing on the grounds, and small plants like moss, lichen and some flowering plants, they grow in these regions only. Okay, and a very important one, you will learn more matter about these polar zones in that next class, and the 4th lesson also there, polar zone. Understand? So next here you can observe what is this picture. You can see this northern lights visible in the North Polar region, mainly occurring during the season when the sun does not rise above the horizon. The north in polar zone, North Polar zone, the shining of lights, it's called as aurora borealis. Similarly in that South Pole also some shining lights are there, it's known as aurora australis. Understand? Thank you. మరిన్ని వీడియోస్ కోసం మా ఛానల్ని సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేయండి, షేర్ చేయండి, అండ్ ఫైనల్లీ క్లిక్ ఆన్ ది బెల్ ఐకాన్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.